I put together a presentation on every mistake that I've made since I've been a head strength coach. And I equated it with a story or the aha moment of what made me change.
Yeah.
And so I get up there and I start talking about all this stuff. And at the end of it, I talked about my own ego. All right. And so I'm not one of those coaches that won't give the place, but I'll share the story and how I've grown from this moment. But Pat Sullivan resigned from Samford University. While I was at Samford, I've been contacted by another school 2 different times, I think. And basically like it just never worked out. And I was like, I'm gonna stay here. Well, Pat resigned and the school contacted me again. And I was like, I'm gonna go interview for this job. Here's what I did. This was my ego. In my mind, I said, this place has already contacted me twice in 3 years. So I drove down, and the first thing I did is I met with a realtor.
Oh.
Before the interview.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
So I get down there, I find this house. I'm dating this girl at the time, and I'm like, this is perfect. I'm gonna take this job. She's here. I'm gonna get this job. Like I know I am. And lo and behold, I interview and I don't get the job. And like my ego, right? I'm like, I'm crushed. Zach Woodfin gets hired. Zach was right behind, we were in Birmingham, right by each other. You know, the reason he got hired there is because UAB had shut the football program down.
Oh, those during that time.
During that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I had no idea what he had going on personally, but what I knew is that my coach resigned. I had other opportunities, didn't really need that job. And here's Zach in a position where he came back to his alma mater to coach, and they shut down football. Like, who knew that was coming?
Yeah, no one knew that was coming. No.
And then he doesn't want to go because it's their rival. He played at UAB.
Mm-hmm.
So the school was Southern Miss, and he didn't want to go. Here I am saying they need me, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where my mindset was. So here's humble pie. Zach gets the job, and I'm like, man, I can't believe this guy got the job. I end up going to Colorado State. Zach Woodfin and I end up being very close friends, and so I ended this conference. I ended my talk with like how there was a point in my career where I could do no wrong. I had all the right answers, and I felt like I was the best thing smoking, and this place needed me. And what I didn't realize was how I needed that experience so that I could grow my own pride and ego the right way. And I could utilize it the right way, because honestly, like it crushed me. And I told Zach, I mean, Zach couldn't believe I was telling this story, and like he didn't know any of my side of this. And
Sure.
you know, we got emotional there, and he shared his personal side there. But I thanked him for being good enough to get that job. I said, Zach, I owe you. I owe you, and you have no idea, because if I had kept going down the path that I was on, there's no way that I would be a fit to be at the University of Maryland right now and do what we've been able to do here.